Mande Sri Guru Sri Uttavad Kamalam Sri Guru Vaisnavam Dhirupam Jagajadam Saha Gunara Gunatam Dam Dam Sajivam Satvitam Savadhutam Varijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Bodhan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vidamsa Agyanatimirandasya Gyanandana Salakaya Dakshuru Milidam Yena Dasvai Sri Nama Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Putale Srimati Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Niti Namine Gauravani Pacharaya Trita Sankalpamurtaye Krishna Shakti Swarupaya Sri Bhakti Vadaine Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Putale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Divasapanavidevi Daitaya Kripadaya Krishna Sambandha Vikyana Daine Pravi Namaha Namo Gaur Kisoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipalambara Sambodhi Padam Buddhaya Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidanandana Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Gaura Vibhava Bhumestam Yadesta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sabhavoma Sri Jagannathade Nama Manchakalpa Tarubhyasa Kripa Sindhubhya Evaja Vadidanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabodhanaya Krishna Prema Pudaya Dev Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaudise He Krishna Garuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Sabda Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavane Svadi Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamo Hari Priye Jayadam Surato Banguma Manjayagati Madhvasya Padam Buddha Siradha Madhanambho Divyadvindaranya Kalpatumata Shimadatnagara Simhasanastu Tisiradha Sila Govinda Devo Pestari Visevamano Smarami Shiman Rasalasaram Vivamsi Garadhasida Gasantinu Svanai Gopya Gopinata Sriyestuna Vrindai Dulasi Devai Priyayai Kesavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pari Devi Sati Vedai Namo Namah Vanchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Sivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ramo Ram Hare Hare Nidaro Karuna Kauru Nikaro Karuna Kauru Vaishnava Goswami Nidaro Karuna Kauru Vaishnava Goswami Bodhija Bhavana Soma Bine Geona Bodhija Bhavana Soma Bine Geona Karam Nikate Gire Baba Jure Jayo Gara Nikate Gire Baba Jure Jayo Himanadayala Prabhu Kiva Gatabaya Nana Dayala Prabhu Kiva Gatabaya Gangara Parashaile Pasyate Baba Gangara Parashaile Pasyate Baba Dashane Pavitra Karo Idumara Guno Dashane Pavitra Karo Idumara Guno Harishane Abharadi Hare Harina Harishane Abharadi Harina Yomasane Aparadi Naikayano Masane Aparadi Naikayano Yomara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishramo Yomara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishramo Govinda Gayena Mama Vaishnava Para Govinda Gayena Mama Vaishnava Para Pradhitam Gariyasha Charanera Dori Pradhitam Gariyasha Charanera Dori Narodama Gara Jaya Panarabori Narodame Karajaya Apanarabori Ebaro Karuna Koro Vaishnava Kosha Karo Karuna Koro Vaishnava Kosha Bodhida Bhavana Suma Vivekeyo Onari Bodhida Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 It's a song by Narottam Thakur. Evaro Karuna Kori Vaishnava Gosai Bodhita Bhavana Tumar Vinikarinai It means Vaishnava Gosai. Please give me your mercy this time. Your Bhatita Pavan means the purifier of the fallen, or the most merciful to the fallen. There is no one except you to save us. God kategele proponturia joy. He says all sins go away in your association. Where shall we find a master as merciful as you? Then Gangarabara Shehoile Paschatya Bhava. After touching the Ganga, one becomes purified. But your quality is such that just the sight of you purifies one of his sins. Haristani aparara dari harinandu mastani aparara naikeran. Offenses committed at the lotus feet of Srihari, absorbed by Harinam. But for offenses against you, there is absolutely no means of deliverance. Dumara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram Govinda Kohena Mama Vishnu Param. Govinda is always resting in your heart. Thus Govinda says, the Vaishnavas are my life and soul. Patijan Mekari Asha Charan Yaratuli. Narodam Das praise. In every bird I am hoping for the dust of your lotus feet. Please be compassionate to me, considering me your own. This is Bhakti, right? Offenses committed at the lotus feet of Srihari absorbed by Harinam. But for the offenses against you, there's absolutely no means of deliverance. So, Vaishnava aparad or offenses against Vaishnava, there is very sincerely, it's very sincere. So we should very carefully deal amongst the Vaishnavas. To avoid offenses against them. So then we can finish this one, then we will start. Oh, it's only one page, yeah. Guru Maharaj giving lecture in Vrindavan. So we were hearing this lecture yesterday, before yesterday. The description about what is pure devotees, pure devotion. So, where we may be, in whatever position we may be, whatever faith we may be in whatever condition we may be in, we must surrender from there. If we surrender, then He will come. He will approach us and take us. So we should always remember Him. How can we do that? There's a Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, how can we do that? Ananya chindandamam ye jana bhagavasati isham nityapyuktanam yogapimavaham. You must get Gita by heart. If you read Gita in that way, translation is not necessary. If you submit at the feet of Gita with a submissive mood, that transcendental sound will reveal itself to you. Then you can realize the teachings of Gita. So this you will never learn any university, perhaps. You may not understand, but you just repeat, you just, with a submissive mood, the transcendental sound will reveal itself to you. Then you can realize the teachings of Gita. So simply by knowledge through the intellect, through the mind, you are not able to realize the supreme plane, the Supreme Lord. But through sound, it will be reveal itself to you. Then you can realize the teachings of Gita. So surrender is the only means. First you have to surrender. Give up the ego of I and mine. These two should go. Unless they go, we cannot enter the spiritual world. We will always be in this material world. We can go up to Satyaloka or Brahmaloka, but we cannot go beyond that with false ego. We will be in this world. There's another line in Gita, Brahma Bhuvana Loka Puna Vartinojana. If we go to Brahmaloka, Brahmaloka in this universe is the highest planet, where Brahma is creating all the different forms and the universe as it is now, by example. But it is not a spiritual world. If we go to Brahmaloka, we have to come back here again. Therefore, we should go to such a loka. Loka means plane, yeah, or planet, better plane, from where we will never have to return. Yad Gatvana Nivartante Dhamma Paramamama. That Paramatama, the supreme plane, the supermost Dhamma, is there from where we don't have to come back to this world. We must always think that we must not come back again. We must do what is necessary to not come back again. Of course, for a materialist, it is imaginable. It is very difficult to accept. Because we don't want to go here, and if we have to go, and we want to come back and continue. because we will not see other things. We have no desire to stop this circle of uh, birth and death. We do not know where we are coming from. We do not know our real home. So whatever we gave up in this world, we are again acquiring multiplied. We crave it and run after it. No, you must give it up. You may have given it up externally, but now you must give it up internally. So this is the great art in our devotion. Externally, you may be there still living only on stone floor or doing a lot of austerities. But inside, still the desire is there. Desire to enjoy this material world. And this is the next step. This is much more difficult to give up. We get grave. We again acquiring multiplied. Whatever we give up in this world, we again acquiring multiplied. We crave it and run after it. Now you must give it up. You may have given it up externally, but now you must give it up internally. You should not worship the Lord only to get material benefit. You want spiritual benefit. And that can be had through the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who said, Trinadapi sunichina darorapi sahishnana manina manatena kirtaniya sadahari. Feeling oneself even lower than a grass, more tolerant than a tree, without a desire for honor for oneself, but offering honor to all others in accordance with their qualification. One should continuously chant the names of Sri Hari. So you must give respect to all because Krishna dwells everywhere. It means in all living beings, whatever exists in this material world. There we should also understand that Lord Hari, God, exists in him too. Otherwise he could not exist without. Nobody can exist without, because we are unknown. It is unknown to us, but we are always part and parcel of him. We are always connected with him. We can never separate, because everything is connected with him. Everything is him. So if we give respect to all living beings, we give respect to the Lord who is sitting in the heart of every living being, whatever it may be. So this planet Earth here, in the scriptures, in the Vedas, it's described, it is also called Mrityuloka. Mrityu means death, and Loka means planet. It's the planet of death. Death and birth, it goes very fast here. We have to have a very short span of life in this world. It seems to us it is long, 100 years maybe, but in reality, compared with the life of Lord Brahma or the higher planetary systems. It is just a moment, a short dream. But we are so ignorant that we are not able to go beyond this border. We have no capacity to travel to other planetary systems. Even if we go there, we can only see dirt, stones. We do not see the living beings. Because we think if I cannot see it with my conditioned eyes and not experience through my senses, then it does not exist. So mind I can also not see, at least materialists cannot see. So does it mean that it does not exist? There's no proof. They don't go into this because science is very limited. Because it is only through our material senses we try to approach science, and this science is more subtle, more fine, goes far beyond those science what we are experiencing here in the, especially in the Western world. So we have to, if you want to know the truth, if you want to stop or wake up from the deep slumber of this dream-like life, then we have to sincerely approach and desire sincerely to get out and understand it. And then it will, in a very mystical way, it will be revealed to you according to your sincerity. This is the way. That's because this is unknown to the Western. So when they mention some religions in different places in this world, they mention Christianity, they mention Judaism, Islam, Buddhism. Very rare Hinduism. They never quote anything from Hinduism, or very rare. And if then it is only turned to a very on a very external level, because we are not able to enter, because we have not learned the science, we have not realized, and we are not sincere searching for the truth. So this is our disease, and that's because this plane is called Mrityuloka. We are taking birth, we are getting old, we are dying. And in this way, the circle goes on. And we are not able to understand what it really means, what it really is. And we waste our time in so many useless things and scientific understanding, not understanding how this world is working, why I am here, who am I. This science is hidden to all those dharmas or religions, because they are only focused on the external plane. So unfortunately, but Mahaprabhu came because through sound we are able to, we may understand. If you only read Bhagavad Gita, if you do not understand, it will be revealed to you. And this science is not known to the Western world and to materialistic people. In the same way, this most powerful mantra, it's called. Mantra, mano is mind, drayate means to remove the ignorance or the mind, the imagination, what we think, what we are, who we are, and what the illusion, more or less. So the most powerful way in Kali Yuga, this age now, is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was predicted, he was already in the Shastra, it was said that what time he will appear and what place he will appear, what his name and what his activities will be. He is Supreme Lord who appears in the form of human to spread, to give the Yuga Dharma, means the name. So partially it is also in the Christianity or in the other religions. They also worship the name, but they have not the proper understanding on it, the power of the name. So the most powerful mantra for this is the names of Hari. So with the attitude of feeling oneself even lower than a grass, more tolerant than a tree, without desire for honor for oneself, but offering honor to all others, one should continuously chant the names of Sri Hari. Means Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Mahamantra is so powerful, and we do not understand how it works and what the result will be. But we should try sincerely. Always chant the name. Remember the Lord, Lord will see. And you will see the Lord is sitting in the heart of all living beings, and you will realize He is sitting in my heart. He is very close, but I never see Him because my eyes always look to the outside. He is sitting in our heart. We have to go. We have to discover Him inside. He is inside and outside. First you see inside, then you see everything connected with Him. And you will understand how this material world is working, why we are here, who I am, what is my duty here in this world, or what is the reason why I'm taking birth, why I'm experiencing disease, old age, why I'm experiencing the wars and pandemic and the chaos in the nature. Why this happens? We always make others try to find the others are the reason why this happens. But we never see that actually I am a part of this. It's a collective part because I am not behaving according one should behave amongst living beings. Again, this Trinarabhi Sunijina, one should not become dry to become a king or controller or enjoyer. This is not our position. So still, even in the religions, they preach you have to become happy when you do this and this, but never they think actually I'm here to please the Lord. I'm a part of Him. Only I can enjoy when I'm connected with Him. And this is the happiness we are really searching for. Otherwise, we never can get satisfaction. Never you will experience happiness in this world, whatever you may go through. And we are foolish. We want to try everything, from the lowest living being, from the ant to the Lord Brahma up. We want to see where to find the enjoyment for me. And this is not the way how I can realize or how I can understand this world. So that's because Mahaprabhu is very mercifully gave us the process and also other religions. The holy name should be, how's it in Christianity? It's in the prayer, yes. And also the name of Allah. Allah is a different name of the Lord. What means Allah? He is great, even He is the greatest. No, Lord is the greatest. And Christ is also a meaning of the Supreme Lord, also a name of the Lord, and unlimited names. He's the most beautiful, He's the most strong, He's the greatest, He is the most intelligent, everything. Because we are just part and tiny expansion of Him. We have also our intellect and our capacity to enjoy is very little compared to the enjoying power of the Lord. So if we really want enjoyment, then we have to go in harmony with the Lord to please Him. Then you can understand everything, why everything happens like this, everything moving this material world in a circle, samsara. We have to enjoy the results and the pain, and as a reaction of our activities, our past activities. And this is what we are going through, but we are never thinking about these things. We are completely in a materialistic. Yeah. Still they're getting so much problems. Still they think, how can I enjoy more? How can I? Even if they're in hell, you're not suffering. They try to enjoy there. They never turn their head to God and pray, please, my Lord, you help me. I am not able. I cannot manage this life anymore. You have to save me. Please accept me as your servant. This is the Bhakta. Bhakti Yoga is the highest, the most essential. There's nothing more sublime than devotion. Because you are surrendered to the Supreme. And he uses, you become again in any relation you desire. You will have to this Supreme Lord, who is automatically is a person. You can speak with him. He can speak with you. You may be his servant. You may be his friend. You may even be his parental. You may have a relationship like this. You may even have a relationship as a lover, loving relationship like it is given in the most highest plane of the transcendental world. And there is no birth and death, no old age, no disease, no doctors are there. There is no Rettung. This is our home, but we have forgotten it. And we think we are struggling in this world so much to avoid to think of death. Even around us, people dying everywhere, but we think, not me. It's not me. I am fit, I am healthy. Maybe they find a medicine. I become 200 years old. Just imagine you become 200 years. How attractive you look. Everybody wants to associate with you. But we are not thinking, we are not. This is ignorance. This is tamaguna. We are not really understand. We don't want to know the truth. Because it would destroy our material conception, what we have here. But we do not know what will happen beyond this material nature. There is our real home. That's what we experience now. This is a dream. You will see when you have to leave this body, you will realize, my God, where have I been? What? What nightmare I was going through. Everything will be taken away. Nothing you can take with you. Any question? Or any comments? Yes? You're always the same person, yeah? Yes. Just imagine you remember your 10 lives. You get already mad on this one you experienced this life. Just imagine if you remember all your past. What did you eat 2 weeks ago? Lunchtime. What? Why you want to remember your past life? Your past life is just continuous now in this life. But you may not remember, or you may remember. This is not on our side. This is remembrance, and forgetfulness comes from the Lord. If He wants you to remember, it is in His hand. And if you cannot remember, it's also in his hand. Be happy that you don't remember, because you would be shocked perhaps. It's just a continuation, from your past, what we are experiencing now. We're going for the same goal. Yeah, have done good activities. According to our good activities, we will get some good result, but it's all temporary. If you got you performed some nasty, sinful activities in your past, then you should not complain this life, but because you are going through some much difficulties or pain or distress. Don't point on others. It is always coming exactly as we the result of our activities is perfect. It's not like our police and our court. They may speculate, But the universal law is a perfect law. Yamaraj is in charge. So if you want to understand Vedic philosophy, then you have to, in the beginning, you have to get the knowledge how these things are working. Every action has a reaction. This is a natural law. If you don't believe it, then you make an experience on yourself. But you cannot remember perhaps. If you are suffering, if you are going difficult situations, it is because we have created a situation. There's laws in this material nature. We are in the prison here. This body is a prison. We have to stay and we cannot run away. So we have to become free. As Guru Maharaj said, you have to become light. Now we're carrying so much burden on our shoulders. We are getting so much difficulties in our life, many of us. Of course, materialists say, I am happy. But this happiness, a devotee would never touch. It is not happiness. It is not real happiness. It's just like if you drink a bottle of vodka, and say, I'm happy now. You're just mad. Bottle of vodka, I think one is drunken. I never was attracted to these things. Not this is really tamasik. But they call it happiness in this world. Even Mahaprabhu, he was walking to Holy Kashi, I think, with Nityananda Prabhu. So they were begging. They came to one sannyasi, but this sannyasi had a lady in his house living in his hut, and he invited them for food. He should eat, and I think they offered some meat to him, so he was running away. Then the sannyasi was disturbed and said, no, I have some ananda for you. Ananda means happiness. You come then you want to offer some, I don't know what kind of, something like liquor. Yeah. Some happiness you want to offer them. Then Mahaprabhu ran, jumped in the Ganga and was just swimming towards Kashi against the river. And Nityananda both ran away. We are looking for this kind of happiness. But those who are sincere, who wants to wake up from this this ignorance, they have to follow. They have to follow the footsteps of those who have realized it. And by just following and follow their rules and associate with the real sadhu, they will attain, everything will be revealed to them according to our sincerity. And this is a secret for the Western world, especially. We are not able. We want to be God ourselves. We want to control. We want to be the enjoyer, the controller, the doer. This is ignorance. Oh, brother. With other simple words, we cannot remember because we are looking now to this external world. Our eyes want to see matter, want to enjoy this external nature. And we are not looking, we have turned away our head from God. So now we have forgotten Him. How can you forget Him? Still He is there. He is everywhere. Everything is from Him. Everything is Him. There's nothing outside of Him. Not the slightest atom. No, nothing. Not even a thought. Everything is inside. Everything is Him. But we want to forget Him. We want to forget Him. So God says, okay, you have free will. If you want to forget me, then you can become God. You're imitating Him. But it's not working. This is for those, that's because we're in a prison. We're criminals. We are locked in this body. Sleeping. Yes. Wake up, wake up. Anything more to say? Everything. So now we can chant and we can surrender. And if not, then you think little bit about what is the reason why I cannot do it. Then you will find what is the difference between us and the person who has given up this this material conception of life. Who wants to go back? He is not a member of this world. Then you find out why you are here and why you are going to different problems and distress and happiness and death, birth, disease. It is, all these things is very clear and very logical. But it is not logical for those in ignorance, because they can never come to this simple truth to understand. It is very simple, very natural. So we can close here. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavistam Vishnupad Vanam Sarigacharya Stotra Shastri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Goswami Maharaj Jai. Jai Guru Premanandi Manjakalpatarubhyascha Sindhubhya